With that said, we'll get started with questions for Joel Brown. We'll start with a question from you, Jeff.
Joel, can you talk about there was a stretch where you guys made 3 or 5 3-pointers in a row, and you took the first of those. You hadn't even scored from beyond 3 feet in the game up to that point. Can you just talk about, what that does for your team's confidence to be able to score from the perimeter like that?
Yeah, I mean, in practice we do, different drills where, you drive and kick, and Shep made a great play where I was open and I shot it with confidence. And then from there, it kind of just opened up everything in the sense where now the defense is respecting my shot, which allows me to penetrate, which gave me the opportunity to hit G, who hit 1, and then Kwani, who hit 2 in a row after that. So just everybody, once shots start falling in, everybody's confidence starts going. But I also think, playing defense on the other end creates a lot of those opportunities, and that's what kind of really started everything for us.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe you banked in a 3-pointer in the second half. Did that one from the right corner hit the glass?
Yeah, it's funny you said that, because when it went off, I actually called bank. So so me and Zero were kind of talking about it running back on when I was running back on defense. But yeah, I called it. But yeah, it hit the bank.
And can you talk about what it does for your offense generally, and what it can mean to you guys for the season if you can start scoring from the perimeter?
Well, I mean, it could do a lot for sure. Like I said, with me shooting from the perimeter, it opens up a lot of opportunities where, we feed the ball into Dre or Lars, they're not going to dig. And, obviously with Dre or Lars in the post, they're over 60% in the field goal range there. It allows more shooters and space for Grant, Shep to operate. So at the end of the day, I'm going to keep working on it, but that is something that, work on in practice. So I'm confident about shooting it. And even if I miss, just take the next shot.
Thank you.
Question from Jim McGill.
Joel, congrats on the win. You guys had to be a little frustrated starting 0-2 and then getting down 16-8. What did coach or the players say in the huddle before you guys started turning things around and playing your ball?
Yeah, we started off slow, and then we made a couple of adjustments with the subs. I got to credit Jared and Sam, who came in and made a few plays for us. And then from there, in the huddles, we just, really keyed on talking about defense and stops. Because at the end of the day, we know we can, score, with the different plays that we have. But playing defense created a lot of those transition points and opportunities for us. So it was just, locking on defense and remember, we learned in scout.
Got some pretty balanced scoring between you and Grant and Jordan, and a lot of contributions from a lot of people. Is that ideally the game you guys want to play?
Yeah, at the end of the day, we're not going into the game, saying such and such has got to score 20 or 30. When the ball moves, everybody has the opportunity to score. And that's what we did. We played unselfish tonight, and it opened a lot of opportunities for everyone. So I mean, it's going to be hard to beat us if all of us are scoring at around the same numbers.
Great, thanks.
One more question from Jeff Ferraro for Joel.
Joel, how much were you trying to force the tempo tonight and get the ball up more quickly?
They like to play pretty fast, but we did a great job. And it starts, like I said, with the defense, getting the boards and then running down, and everybody was, spaced out. Mikkel came in and hit a couple big threes. Grant ran the floor. So when we run, it just puts a lot of pressure on the defense, and it creates a lot of opportunities. So once we, play defense, transition's always open.
Is coach asking you to push the tempo?
Yes.
And how much more fun is it to play that way?
It's definitely fun. It's helped me stay in shape. And I, playing with the other 4 guys, they love, playing fast. And I honestly think, it suits our game and the people that we have on our team with depth. So it all works out.
Thank you.
All right, that'll do it. Joel, thank you for your time.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll open it up for a question for Andre Kelly from Jeff.
Andre, congratulations on getting your first win of the year.
Thank
How
you.
does it feel to get that sort of off your back now?
It was really good. A lot of us really been playing hard, practicing hard. So really wanted this one, and I'm glad we were able to come through with it tonight.
Can you talk about what Joel's doing for you guys in terms of pushing the tempo, but also when he hit some 3-pointers today, it seemed like it could open things up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, it opens it up for everybody. He's able to give it to me inside, and they have to honor Joel's threat from the perimeter because he can shoot it in. And then It's easier for him to get in the lane, pitch to other guys to knock down jump shots as well. So when he's going, it's definitely it helps everybody out. So and he's been working on, and credit to him because he's knocking them down now.
Thanks, Andre.
Question from Jim McGill.
Congrats on the win, Andre. Do you guys find it easier to be in the flow of things if you're getting scoring from all over the court from a pretty equal mix of players like you did tonight?
Yeah, definitely, it's easier be in the flow of things, and it's hard because the defense has to kind of pick their poison on who they want to guard because everyone's a threat out there. So, and it's fun. It's fun when everyone's scoring, everyone's in a positive mood, we're all happy for each other. Really close knitted guys in this group. So it makes playing together a lot more fun.
What do you see being able to build off this win going into your next couple of games?
It helps us build confidence. I think a lot of times we were right there in our last game as well. I think we're taking steps forward every day. And I think that was over tonight. We got this. It was a good win, and I think we'll enjoy it tonight and then get ready again tomorrow for our next one.
Great, thanks.
One more question from Jeff Fryer.
Andre, I know you have Southern Utah on Thursday, but you guys head to Florida next week, and you've got a couple of big-time games against some good teams. Florida on Monday, and then either Ohio State or Seton Hall, I believe, on Wednesday. What can those games mean for you, and are you eager to test yourselves against high-level teams?
We're eager, but we haven't looked that far ahead yet. We're always focused on our next opponent. Coach always tells us, focus on the next game. We don't look past anybody on our schedule. So we're focused for Southern Utah next, and we're just going to prepare for that one, ready for that game, and then after that game, we'll go from there.
So coach is in the room with you listening to you, right?
I haven't seen him around yet. Might be here somewhere. I can't disclose that.
Thank you, Andre.
Thank you. You have a good night.
Andre, thank you. All right, guys, we're joined by head coach Mark Fox. We'll start with an opening comment from Coach Fox following tonight's win. Coach.
Really happy for our young people to find the victory today. I thought it was hard fought. San Diego just had a great win over at Nevada, which I know from my history is a hard place to get a win. And I think they have really rebuilt their team in a way through the transfers where I think they have a really good club. So it was hard fought. And I don't think we necessarily played as clean as we did over the weekend, but we made enough shots to win. And so that was good to see.
We'll open it up for questions for Coach Fox. Start with you, Jeff.
Yeah, Mark, you referred to making shots, and it hasn't been something you've been great at so far. But tonight you certainly did. You made 5 threes in a row at one point in about 2.5 minutes. What were you thinking when those were going in?
Well, I think it's too early to really judge what kind of team we have as far as shooting the ball. We have a lot of guys who are capable of shooting the three. And I think that we have a team that enjoys playing with each other and helping each other, and we spread the scoring around. And if we can get healthy and develop a chemistry, then I think that will really help us. But we got hot, and we were due. I mean, I think that every team that goes through ups and downs of whether the ball's going in or not, and we got some momentum there shooting the ball, and we had a number of guys that are good shooters that put the ball in the basket, and that always helps.
And can you talk about Joel Brown's game? It seemed like he pushed the tempo nicely for you, involved other guys, made a couple of threes, including banking one in. He had a couple of turnovers late, but what did you think about his performance today?
Well, I don't think you mentioned the thing he did best. I thought he impacted the game defensively better than anything. I thought Joel played at both ends very well. He did have a couple turnovers late because I thought he wore down because he had to guard arguably the leading scorer on their team and then come run offense on our team. And he's really matured as a player. He's worked hard on his ability to shoot the ball, and so he took advantage of all that hard work today. But I thought he played really complete. Had a couple burps there late, but I think that's largely due to just being a little bit worn out.
And you like him pushing the tempo?
We're trying to play faster when we have our guys now. Like even tonight, like Jalen wasn't feeling great, so we pulled him out of the game and ended up playing a smaller group that really hasn't practiced together much. Fortunately, we were able to still defend with that group. But we're trying to play quicker. If we can get all of our pieces back, I think that could be something we will be able to do. We probably won't be able to really do that until we get healthy, which might take some time.
Thank you.
Question from Jim McGill.
Coach, I'm sure it's nice to get in the win column tonight. What are a couple of takeaways from this game you feel like you can build on and things you need to work on going into the game against Southern Utah?
Well, I don't think we played as well tonight in many ways as we did on Saturday. I thought Saturday we played, it was a physical, hard-fought game, and I thought Saturday we really managed the game better than we did tonight. I thought tonight we made some shots which covered up some mistakes, right? But as we continue to build forward, we have to improve our defense. I thought we played a step behind in the first half, gave up a couple threes right out of the gate, did the same thing in the second half. And so we've got to be able to show up our 3-point defense. And as we, get comfortable with some guys on the court, hopefully develop a rotation that gives us a little bit better flow offensively.